Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. Today is July 9th here, and I want to share with you some insights and reflections around the word management. So for me, management is one half of the whole being how we approach the work that we do as leaders and managers. So managing and leading, those two things go together. Managing for me is the mechanics, it's the technical aspects of the work, and then leading is the people part. It's the empowering part, it's the educating part. And these two pieces are absolutely essential. You have to have a style in each one of them. You have to have a model in each one of them. So there is an age-old question when it comes to developing your personality. Is it nature or nurture? The same could be asked about your leadership and management style. Is it nature or nurture? Some believe that firstborns are more natural leaders than others. That could very well be true. However, with the right training, anyone could really be a manager or a leader. However, let's talk about this data. There's 3 points here that I want to share with you that are very interesting. One, 58% of managers surveyed said that they received no training when they went into their management role. So they went from individual contributor to manager with no training. 58% of employees said that they trust a stranger more than they trust their own manager. And who do you think they spend more time with? And then third, this data point was really compelling for me. 79% of people quit their jobs because their managers do not appreciate, acknowledge, or express gratitude to them. That's 79% of people leave because they don't get a thank you. So with that in mind, I'll just share this. The U.S. Census Bureau says that we invest $11,392 per year per student. So we're investing in young people to grow up and be the future leaders of our country, of our organizations, and so on and so forth. And yet we're not continuing that when they become leaders in organizations. There's no training, according to this 58% respondents. So let me tell you about a time I went into an organization. There was an extreme backlog. They hired me to come in and be their turnaround guy. They were very coy about keeping the exact amount of work that was backlogged from me. However, I took the risk and I jumped into the job. When I arrived, there were stacks of reports everywhere, on the table, on the floor, on the credenza, on the desk. Everywhere were stacks of paper. As a manager, I started looking through them. As a leader, I got up and went out to the floor and I started asking questions. So I learned from the front line, the supervisors, the managers, all the supporting staff, and I put that together with what I'd learned from the reports and learned on the floor, and called all of the leaders to come together for us to create a 30, 60, 90-day plan to turn things around. So we built that 30, 60, 90-day plan, and we did that probably for about 6 to 9 months in order to get it back to where it was in the maintaining mode and things were running within the required parameters. And what we did was throughout those 6 to 9 months was we monitored it. We made adjustments as we needed to and monitored it to success. So what's interesting about that was when I walked in there and looked at those reports, one of the first things that I saw was that our inventory was at 83 days on hand, and the requirement was for it to be at 5 days. At the end of this process of managing and leading, we were at below 5 days. In fact, I think we ran about 3.5 days on a regular basis until all of that legacy work was moved over to the new system. Why is this important to you as a leader? It's important to you as a leader because you're going to have to call upon the management style that you create and the leadership style that you create, put them together and create successes based on using both of them. And they're levers. So there are times you're going to be more of a leader and there are times you're going to be more of a manager. You have to have the acumen, you have to have the awareness to know which to use when to be successful with any of the challenges and opportunities that you have in your career. So I have a lot of success around this. I have a lot of experience around this, and I'm in a position where I really want to talk to people who want to further their careers by understanding how to work with a mentor coach. And so if you'll send me an email at phil@seedandlead.com, I would love to set up a time with you and talk about how we might work together and how I might support you in your career development. So my company's name is Seed and Lead, and I look forward to the opportunity to talk with you. So with much gratitude, thank you.